Are you curious why Denmark, one of the world's most progressive countries, still relies on old-school cooperatives? If cooperatives are a thing of the past, why are they still shaping Denmark's future? Let's dive into a surprising truth about community, ownership, and what Denmark can teach the world. What if I told you that one of the strongest business models in Denmark isn't owned by billionaires, but by the people? From your neighborhood grocery store to global giants like Arla and Coop, Danish cooperatives are not only surviving, they're thriving. In this video, you'll learn how this model works, why it's still relevant, and how it could affect your daily life, especially if you're planning to move to Denmark. Sustainability and green energy. Viking heritage. Welfare system. New Nordic food. Welcome to Denmark Explained, your front row seat to the hidden gems, quirky traditions, and powerful stories that make Danish culture truly unforgettable. Let's start with a core value in Denmark: community. Cooperatives are deeply tied to this value. These are organizations owned and democratically controlled by their members, whether it's farmers, residents, or everyday consumers. We'll return later to how this sense of trust influences everything from housing to groceries in Denmark. But first, a question for you. If you could choose between a company focused on profit versus a business focused on people, what would you pick? A. A company with high profits for investors. B. A cooperative where you're both a customer and co-owner? Let's explore why so many Danes choose B. Did you know that Coop Danmark, one of Denmark's biggest retailers, is a cooperative? And Arla Foods, the famous dairy brand? That's also a cooperative, owned by thousands of farmers across Denmark and Northern Europe. These aren't fringe experiments. These are massive, successful, global enterprises that still follow the principle of one member, one vote. In 2020, Coop launched Coop Crowdfunding, allowing everyday Danes to invest in small food startups. This wasn't just a marketing stunt, it was a way to strengthen community-backed entrepreneurship. And in the housing sector, many Danes live in housing cooperatives where residents own their apartments together, vote on big decisions, and keep prices affordable. If you're enjoying this inside look at Danish life, give this video a like, hit subscribe, and share it with a friend who's thinking about moving to Denmark. It really helps the channel grow and reach others interested in how this unique society works. Denmark isn't clinging to an outdated model. These cooperatives are evolving with tech, sustainability, and digital tools. Renewable energy. Over 40% of Danish wind energy projects are owned by local cooperatives. Banking. Cooperative banks offer ethical finance and member-owned models. Agriculture. Cooperative farming promotes animal welfare, transparency, and innovation without corporate greed. Later in this series, we'll explore how Danish wind farms are built on collective ownership. Yes, even your neighbor can own part of a wind turbine. So why does it still work? Because trust is high, inequality is low, and Danes believe in shared responsibility. It's not about getting rich, it's about getting better, together. So, if you're thinking about moving to Denmark, or just want to understand why people here feel so connected, this cooperative spirit is something you'll feel in daily life. From the bread you buy to the home you live in. Want to explore more about Denmark's social models? Click the playlist on the right for more videos on how Denmark really works, from childcare to housing to the hidden rules of everyday life. Thank you for watching.